Imagine this. You've got a property management setup with separate tools for tenant communication, maintenance tickets, and accounting. Individually, they work. But as soon as you try to pull a report or answer a question like what's pending across properties, it gets messy.
It usually becomes clear when the gaps between systems start affecting decisions. At a smaller scale, teams can manage with a mix of tools and manual coordination. But as the number of properties, tenants, and requests increases, those gaps don't stay small.
Yeah, and the annoying part is you don't notice it all at once. It just slowly becomes harder to get a clear picture of what's going on.
Exactly. And that's where custom AI property management software comes in, not to replace everything, but to bring those disconnected pieces into a more unified flow.
But let me push on that a bit. Because build custom software sounds like a big, expensive move. Why wouldn't I just upgrade the tools I already have? Or switch to a better platform?
That's usually the first option people consider. And in many cases, it works if your needs align with what those platforms are designed for. The challenge is, most property management businesses develop their own way of operating over time.
So you end up adjusting your process to fit the software.
Right. And that's fine up to a point. But when that adjustment starts creating extra work, manual tracking, duplicate entries, delayed updates, that's when it becomes inefficient. At Biz4Group LLC, we focus on identifying those friction points and building around them rather than forcing a complete system change.
So you're not starting from scratch, you're fixing what's already slowing things down.
Exactly. Custom AI software works best when it's built around existing operations. It can automate things like tenant communication, maintenance workflows, or reporting based on how the business already functions.
Let's talk about impact. Because from an owner's perspective, this isn't about having better software. It's about whether things actually run better. Where do they see the difference first?
Usually in visibility and response time. When systems are connected and workflows are automated, you don't have to chase information. You can see what's pending, what's delayed, and what needs attention without digging through multiple tools. That leads to faster decisions and fewer missed follow-ups.
So less chasing, more clarity.
Exactly. And over time, that also affects how easily you can scale, because you're not relying on adding more people just to keep things organized.
What about risk, though? Because custom builds always come with that question, what if it doesn't work the way we expect?
That's where approach matters. Instead of building everything at once, it's usually better to start with specific workflows like maintenance tracking or reporting and expand gradually. That way, you're seeing value early and adjusting along the way.
Yeah, that feels more realistic. Because the problem here isn't that property management software doesn't exist, it's that it doesn't quite keep up with how the business evolves. And at some point, you either keep patching things or you fix the structure properly.
Exactly. And over time, strategic fixes make scaling and daily operations much smoother.
All right, that one definitely hit close to home. We'll keep unpacking more of AI tech because this is one of those decisions that looks bigger than it actually is when you break it down. See you all in our next episode.